Welcome to Magical Readings Paranormal Vlogs. So today what I have for you is some pictures of spirits, entities, and interdimensional beings in water scrying. As most of you have known, if you've seen any of my other paranormal vlogs, I take pictures in water. It's not the regular type of water scrying, but I do show and tell you how to do it on episodes 6 and 12. So when you're done watching this video, go check those two episodes out. And we're going to begin. What I'm going to do is show you the pictures, and then I'll explain each one to you. And there'll be a series of each picture, and I'll do not Photoshop or enhance them in any other way except for to make them clearer and brighter and circle them for you. So let's begin. Okay, so as you can see, there'll be a face to your left. See that? This is the original. And again, I don't Photoshop. I might make them brighter for you to see. Here it is again. This, I made it sharper and clearer. And you could see the face, you could see the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. It's to the left. There's usually a lot of stuff, I don't know what that is, but it's how they manifest. This is even clearer. I made it even sharper, clearer, and brighter. You can clearly see the eyes. There are two white spots above the eyeball, but you can see it. There's a nose and there's lips. So here we go again. I tried to make them as clear as possible. I do not add anything. The only thing I may do is circle them and point arrows. But you can see the eyes, the nose, and the lips. Now, I asked for spirits, entities, and interdimensional beings. So not everything's going to look like a human. But they try to form also. So sometimes they're forming. And they do the best they can. Okay, so this is another one. It's a large face. You can see the eyes, the eyebrows, the nose, and the lips. Now here it's a little clearer. I made it for you. You can see it. They manifest the best they can. And here I changed the bright and darkness so you can see it a little better, perhaps. Some eyes, the eyebrows, the nose, and the lips. Here I made it brighter for you, and you can notice it maybe a little bit better. They do the best they can in trying to manifest themselves. So there's also a face to the lower right, and here I circled it for you, and I'll zoom it in so that you can see it a little bit better. There it is. And one last time. So that's that one. Okay, so this one, there's a cat to the lower right side. I believe it's my cat Butterball. And if you look to the lower right side, you might be able to see it. So here I made it a little sharper. You can see his ears, his whiskers, his eyes, his tail to the left of him. It's the best they can do usually. I've shown pictures in the past. I've circled it so you can get a better look. It's his tail, his ears, his eyes, his whiskers, his mouth. So that's, I believe, my cat Butterball. And that's what he looks like. Okay, in this one, you can see a pair of eyes, eyebrows, and the bridge of the nose. There's usually other things covering it. Something like an ectoplasm coming out of the mouth. That usually happens. I think they have to do that to manifest. So sometimes you'll see that, or you see a bunch of other faces. So here I made it a little clearer for you. You can see the eye. You can even see the eyeballs, the iris, the eyebrows, the bridge of the nose. There's the face. I circled it so you can see it a little better. They're in all different stages of manifesting. So you can get a whole head, you can get a really good one, and that's that one. Okay, so this one I call face blowing nose. You can see the eyes, the nose, her face. I think it's a her. I'm not sure. And it appears to be a hand in front of the face. It looks that way, but I believe it's, again, that ectoplasm-y thing or whatever it is they do to form. It's usually always in front of their mouth, so. But it does look like she's or he is blowing their nose. So here you can see it a little clearer. I changed the lighting aspect of it with the dark and light just so that maybe you can see. But you can clearly see the nose. You can even see the nostrils, the eyes, the eyebrows. The eyes are not opened. Sometimes they're slightly opened. You can see to the right. You can see a little bit of the eyeballs in there. See the pupils. You can't always see it. So that's that one. So this one may be a little hard for you to see. I call it a face mishmash, but look at the upper center. You can see two eyes and eyebrows and a nose and then the stuff at the bottom. Can you see it? Okay, so on this one there is a lot going on, but there is a face to the upper left. Can you see the eyes, the bridge of the nose? There's other stuff going on the right. You could see eyes and eyebrows kind of slanted on the side. But because that's not clear enough, I want you to focus to the upper left where you see the eyes, eyebrows, nose, and part of the mouth and side of the face. So I'm going to be doing zoom in and making it brighter and clearer like I did here. Can you see it now? There's the eyes, the nose. There's a few other things going in on here, but that's the one I'm focusing on because it's the clearest. So I'm going to focus in again. And again, I don't Photoshop. These are actual pictures of spirits, entities, and interdimensional beings in water. And again, I have episodes 6 and 12 in my Paranormal Vlogs playlist that show you and give you a tutorial how to do this yourself. So if you don't believe these or believe me, try it yourself. And I tell you all the things you need to do and how to do it. And on the other episode, I actually do it and show you and then the results of the pictures. So here it is again, all circled. And that's the face to the left. Okay, now you can see another face appears to be a woman. See, I circled it for you. You can see the eyes, the eyebrows, the nose, the mouth. You can see the teeth. It's on the lower right-hand side. And there it is. You can clearly see the eyes, the eyebrows, the bit of the nose, the nostrils, the mouth, the teeth, the lips. And I've circled it for you to get a better look. Okay, so this one is what I call a large head. You can see it in the center, the two eyes, the nose, the lips. It looks like it has a hat on. Can you see it as we get closer? So this is it. I didn't circle it, but it's in the center. You can see the top of the body with the shoulders, but the face is in the center, the eyes, the nose, and the lips. You see this one, I call it lots of faces. You can see there's a couple of eyes and eyebrows upside down on the top. And then if you look to the very top, kind of to the leaning, you could see a man's like eyebrows and eyes. So it happens sometimes. They all try to get in at once. So that's what you're seeing, a lot of faces. On this next one, you can see a man's face to the upper left. You can see his eyebrow, his eye that's wide open, and he has his hand up and you can see his bracelets. I asked for people to show their jewelry since I make jewelry. And he has a hand on the right side of his face. You can see the fingers and he has a ring on, and he has two bracelets. One looks black, one looks silver. Can you see it? See his eye? He's on the upper left side. So this is the original one, and it's a little faded, but that's how it came out. And you could still see his hand, his eye, his eyebrow. I believe it's a man. It looks like a man. And see, I detailed it with arrows so you can see the finger with the ring. It's kind of up. It's on his pointer finger, and the two bracelets. You can see his eyes, his nose, part of his nose, his lips on to the side. You gotta look at it for a bit. Okay, over here we have a man with the face to the right. Can you see him? Eyes, nose, mouth. See it to the right. And here it is again. Okay, so for this one we have a man's face to the right. He appears to have glasses on. You could see his eyebrow, his eyes, the glasses, the arm of the glasses, the nose, and the mouth. Now, he does have some white stuff covering him. Like I said, I don't know what that exactly is, but you can clearly see that he has manifested his face as clear as possible. See his eyeglasses, the arm of the glasses going towards his ears. You could see his eyes, they're slightly opened, his eyebrows. You could see his nose, his nostrils, and part of his lips. See it? Focus and you can see it. It's to the center, but a little off to the right. And there it is. Okay, so this one, there's a face to the upper left-hand side. So you can see the eyebrows, the eyes, the nose, and a part of the mouth, the cheeks. So it's the upper left hand. You can see it, and I've circled it for you so you can see the face. You can see the eyebrows and the eyes and the nose. So it was in trying to manifest. Some can do the whole face, some can only do what what you see. Okay, so here's another one. Now we're going to zoom in, see if you can see the face on this one. It's to the right side, the lower right side. There's a face there. There's a lot going on in there, but that's the one you could see. Now over here, there's a big face. It's either a man or a woman. You can clearly see the eyes. It's tilted more to the left. You can see the eye, the left eye clearer, the nose, the mouth, the chin, and the neck. And it kind of breaks up on the right side, but it's a full face. So here it is circled so that you can see it better. Okay, so this one is somebody with dreadlocks. You can clearly see the dreadlocks in their hair. You see their eyes, they're kind of dark. The nose and the mouth is kind of, but you can see the shape of the face and definitely see the dreadlocks. So some things can be more prominent when they manifest than others. And this is a face of a man. It looks to be like an older man. You could see his eyes. He's on the upper left hand, sort of in the center. Okay, so the face is in the upper center, more towards the left. You could see the eyebrows, the eyes, the nose. He appears to have long hair, a mustache, and a bit of a beard. You can even see the mouth. Now on this one, I call it long face. It's in the center. You can see the hair kind of draped down. You can see the eyes, the nose, and the mouth, and the chin. So it's in the center of the pot. I've made it clearer for you. Now remember, they're not all going to look like humans. I've circled it here. They're spirits, entities, and interdimensional beings. So some look more human, some are human-like because they're spirits, and others are not going to look human. So this one, let's see if you can see it. It's a face. It's a girl's face, and I circled it. You can clearly see the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. So I've labeled it for you so you can see it better. There it is. And there's the face. It's very faded, but they did their best to manifest. Not everybody is a strong manifester, but she did a pretty good job. So this one is a man that I call funny face with man sticking his tongue out. He's in the center, but his head's tilted to the left. His eyes are open more, the right eye is open more than the left eye. His nose, you can see his mouth is open and his tongue is sticking out, and his hand is to the right side. You can see his fingers. So there it is. You can see the right eye is open more than the left, but he's kind of like doing something funny. You can clearly see his tongue. Okay, so this is one I call Big Face because it took up the whole pot. You can see that he has dark, bushy eyebrows, eyes, nose, and the mouth is open. There could be a mustache going on there, but I don't know. But I made it clearer here for you to see. And there it is again. Sometimes they take up the whole pot and get close up, and sometimes they're far away. Okay, so now this one's a face in the middle. I call this one fat face. I'm sure they don't appreciate it, but it appears to be of a man. You can see that it's got a fat face. He's got like a double or a triple chin. You can see his neck. You can see his eyes, eyebrows, his mouth, his nose. You can see that it might have a mustache there. So if you look again, you can clearly see the eyes. And I've circled it so you're getting a better view. See it as he has like a double, triple chin there. He has a full face. So this one is a face that appears to have a hat on, but sometimes it just looks that way. You can clearly see the eye, at least the right eye. He's more to the left center of the pot, and you can see his nose, his lips, and his jaw, and you can see a lot of white stuff around it. And I put a diagram so you get a better look. Like I explained, there's always going to be other stuff around the picture, but you can clearly see his right eye, his nose, and his lips. See, that's the original. It's a little faded. I had to make it sharper and brighter for you. There, I circled it so you can get it. You can kind of see the left eye. He's kind of leaning his head. You can see it. He appears to have a hat on. Okay. On this one, I call it Old Man with Big Nose. There's two eyes. You can see eyebrows and a big nose and part of the mouth. He appears to have some hair on the sides and a bald head. So remember, they're not all human. So here is, I made it clearer and brighter for you. And there it is again. Okay, so now on this one, let's see if you can see it. If you can't, there's the face on the right. There's a face on the right, and yeah, there's a lot of white stuff. You can clearly see like a hair, the eyebrows, the eyes, the nose, the mouth. The eyes appear to be closed. They don't always show their eyes. Some can manifest them really good. Okay, so now this one, you can clearly see the eyeball on the left. It's more to the upper left hand of the pot and see the left eye. You can sort of see the right one. You can see the nose and the mouth, which appears to be open, and the face. Here it is a little clearer. And I made it even clearer for you. You can see that there's two eyebrows, two eyes, the nose and the mouth, and again, the left eye is more prominent. And I've circled it for you so you can get a better look at it, in case you're having a hard time finding it. Some of them can manifest eyes really good. Okay, let's see if you can see this one. I'm zooming in so that you can see this. This is my cat Butterball. I've outlined it for you. You can see his tail, his ears, his eyes, his nose, his whiskers, and his body. And there is the outline. This I call Tall Face because he takes up most of the pot. He's in the center, more to the left. You can see his eyebrows, his eyes, his nose, his mouth, and his face. And there is some white stuff on the side that is not beard. It's just, I think, what they use to help him manifest. And there it is again, a little clearer. I've circled it for those who can't make it out. Now we're going to go to, this is like a bald man and or something. You can see the eyes, the nose. You can see the hand to the right. You can see the eyes a little better here, maybe brighter. You can see the eyeballs and the nose, the eyebrows, the bald head, and a hand to the right with the fingers. So it didn't fully form. And there it is, the last time. Okay, so those are all that we have for today. I hope that if you're not subscribed, you will subscribe now, like, and share with anyone that you think would be interested in it. Also, be sure to check out episodes 6 and 12 in my paranormal blogs because those will show you how you can find your own pictures in water scrying and do that as well. And you should watch both of them for complete instructions. And you can also capture spirits, entities, and interdimensional beings in water. And I have many others with the water scrying pictures of my paranormal vlogs on my paranormal vlog playlist. So please, if you haven't seen them, go check it out. And there's tons and tons of them. Some of my favorites are in my older ones. And it's not pareidolia, it's not your eyes trying to make sense of shapes. These are actual spirits, entities, and interdimensional beings that I capture in water. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I will be back with more paranormal vlogs soon. So have a great fall and a happy Spooktober, and I will be seeing you in my videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.